Hey guys, welcome to Motivation Monday. Less fear, more dreams. If you watched my last video, I talked about the fear of forgiveness and how we hold on to anger, hatred, bitterness, thinking that we're holding the power, but we're actually fearful of forgiveness and scared to give up our ego-driven power for peace. Fear has the ability to get in the way of so many great things. Some people are afraid of traveling or afraid to die or afraid of not accomplishing something, just giving something else too much power over us. The fear I want to specifically focus on is the fear that prevents us from accomplishing our dreams. The fear that we won't do well enough in school, or the fear that we can't afford to chase our dreams, the belief that we'd rather settle for regular instead of throwing ourselves out there to grab great. Following our dreams is so important, and it's so easy for us to allow one thing or one person to get in the way of what we see for ourselves. But we have to take our power back. Sometimes we don't realize that our dreams don't have to be this one extravagant goal that we work and wait for our entire lives. A dream can be simple. It can be broken down into multiple steps or a bunch of small goals, any way you need them to be in order to help you stay focused along the way of trying to accomplish it. It's important to praise yourself and to be aware that not everyone will see your dreams or plans the way that you see them, because no one else was given your exact dream. So you can't expect other people to see your dreams through their eyes. It's also important to realize that as you grow and mature, your dreams take different focuses. It's so important to refresh your dreams and to make sure that you are actually working towards something in life, whether it be the smallest thing like keeping your child enrolled at this specific school or just keeping a good attitude at work, whatever. Your dreams don't have to be the same as anyone else's. They're yours. Sometimes it's our parents or our closest friends who don't understand the dream that we have, because maybe no one else around you has tried to accomplish that dream before. Maybe your parents see you doing something else in life. Maybe your friends can't imagine something that big happening for you. Sometimes God places obstacles like those in our way to place that pressure on us and see if we're truly able to handle that dream or that calling that He placed in us. Maybe your dream is so big that it will upset a few people. Maybe you will have to leave your current job or some old friends behind. You have to be okay with leaving the good to get to the great. I remember when I first graduated nursing school, I was on a big high, obviously, from accomplishing the biggest and the only dream I had ever set out for myself. But when I started working, it hit me that I literally was done school after all these years of being in school since elementary school, and I had accomplished my dream. But now I felt like I had nothing else to look forward to. That grind of long nights studying, preparing for tests, depending on faith, having an organized plan or like schedule every time, just left me feeling empty. I was at a point where I was just so confused as to why I felt that way. I went from going so hard for this one thing for 4 years straight to just working 3 days a week. And it was honestly a reality check. But I needed that point in my life in order to realize that it was time for me to find some other hobbies and for me to refresh my dreams and focus on other things that I enjoyed outside of this one dream that I had so long of becoming a nurse. It's so important for us to have goals that involve all parts of us, having physical, spiritual, mental, financial, school, work goals. Sometimes we only focus on those school goals and think that the rest of our lives don't require that same kind of focus, but that's not true. We have to be mindful that most of the time our mental health is actually the most important out of all of those, because if our mental is off, so is everything else. So it might be a good idea to add a daily prayer to your goals list, or maybe meditate, or something else that keeps you calm and balanced, because it's very important to know when your body needs a pause. We become less fearful when we feel that we are in control of our bodies and our minds. When we can actually pause before responding negatively, it's very, very powerful. Mental health days are very important, and I actually didn't realize the importance of them until I needed one for myself. Sometimes we go so hard for so long, or we follow the same routine for so long, that we need a break or just a chance to let our bodies and our minds rest. Working is tiring. Adulting is tiring. School is tiring. We deserve breaks. We have to know when our bodies need them, because no one else should have to tell us that we look tired or that we need to take a break. We have to respect our bodies and our minds more and realize that we are allowed to pause and restart for our own bettering. In reference to our dreams, it's important for us to be present but to stay future focused. I remember reading once that the struggle and the journey to accomplishing your dreams are actually more important than the actual accomplishing of it, because the journey is what makes you. The journey becomes a part of you. So it's important to enjoy those moments and to realize that while, yes, you are on the road to accomplishing whatever it is, this moment still matters. We become so focused on the future that we forget how far we've already come. We forget to give ourselves credit and to enjoy life. We rather enjoy life when we accomplish this or that. Oh, I'll be happy when I become this, or when I get that job, or I'll hang out with my family more when I get this. Whatever. Don't neglect the now. Life is so short, and I would hate to be so focused on accomplishing a dream that I miss important moments with people who may not even make it with me to see those dreams. One of my weaknesses is my need to plan and perfect everything. I think that prevents me from always truly fully enjoying the moment, because I'm too focused on the future plans sometimes. It's crazy how much we can miss out on life because we never put it in our plan. And I say it all the time that it's God's plan, not ours, but it's still hard to fully trust that and apply it to your own life. I think fear of losing or failure makes you plan things out. And don't get me wrong, planning has worked in my favor in areas such as school or moving jobs. But what I have to realize is that planning and perfection cannot be used to define every area of life. I have to be okay with things being unplanned. We have to live and laugh more freely, even if we have other things on our minds or other things in our plan. The worst thing that we could do is enter into this next season feeling that if it's not planned to a T, it won't work out. That is so not true. Release that fear of perfection and embrace the beauty of life's imperfections. God has blessed you and has already planned your life for you. So don't try to replan it for him. He has your back. So relax and be comforted in the fact that your plans may fail. It is still your responsibility to live, love, and enjoy this life that you have been given. So don't be so uptight. Relax and enjoy all the simple things while we still have them. Self-awareness and self-discovery are so important so that you can know who you are, where you stand, and what you need to work on. We are constantly working on ourselves and growing and glowing, blossoming into something even more beautiful than we already are. So don't rush the process, but stay intentional. Keep your mind fresh and your body healthy. We have to stay in control. And it's so important that other people around us are able to witness greatness and good decision making through us. Appreciate what you have while you have it, because we're only here for a limited amount of time. As a nurse, I truly am grateful for the people that I get to help, and it's very humbling but sad to see how illness and death can take over so quickly, which is why it's so important for us to make this our best lives and for us to try our very best to impress and improve ourselves daily. Be okay with leaving your past and your fears behind. Your past is significant because it shaped you. It may influence the way that you make decisions, the way that you do. It helped you to become who you are. But with the past also lies our past hurts, our bad memories. So we have to know that it is okay to leave those things behind. We have to acknowledge the past because of its importance, but we can't live in the past. Some view their past as a treasure while others view it as a tough time. But regardless, remember that you don't have to live there anymore. To anything that you lost in the past, it actually freed you in some type of way. So let your fears go and let your dreams come. We got this. Motivation Monday. Thanks for watching.